NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. First down, here's Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we get everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's the All-Pro Von Miller who came in to belt him behind the line. 2nd and 14. Play fake. Cousins. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Well, Aaron Donald just so strong they can't block him, and he records the sack. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
He's got the first down here inside the 30.
Oh, boy, you ain't got no
feet. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game.
7, Vikings nothing.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Hey, we're good, we're good. Come on.
On 2nd and 15 now. Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Check. Fresh down.
They go play action. Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
He was brought down by Chris Boyd. A 3-yard pickup.
Off the fake to Akers. Here's blitz coming, and down he goes. Stafford will stay out there. He'll lead his guys up to go for it on 4th down.
It's 3 and out.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They snap it to Stafford. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And this one is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a quick throw into the hands of Jefferson.
Complete to Justin Jefferson. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the Rams' 35-yard line.
Alert 3.
On 2nd and 9. Mond. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. So now it's 2 straight drives that end with an interception.
And the first time, the first interception, they ended up getting 6 points out of it and taking the lead. Now they have an opportunity to increase that lead after their 2nd pick on 2 drives.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. After the interception, here's Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Then he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. To the air again, Stafford. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
7, Vikings nothing.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Stafford going to give to Akers on the draw. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
51 the mic, boys. 51. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Cook running right, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. From the gun, here's Cousins. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
At the 44-yard line. A 4-yard pickup on the play. 1st down.
Play action. Stafford. A quick pass to Cup. They find some open field here. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cooper Kupp. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and now he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. A reminder, coming up in a couple of minutes' time, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. He'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. Now a throw here to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Run. Go get him. Go get him. Run. 51's the mic. I know he ain't got it.
Off the play fake, Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
2nd and 10.
Black. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. Strip the ball. Strip that.
Play action now. Cousins. He'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They'll throw again. Cousins. That is caught by Thielen. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 60 yards. And the Vikings are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will shrink to 6.
13, Vikings 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Brandon Powell. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
12-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Stafford. That's out to the flat for Akers. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. On first down, it's Stafford. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Again, it's Stafford. He'll dump this off to Akers. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's Stafford. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play that time on the catch and run.
With that down and distance, no real surprise they decided to throw the ball. But I think where the surprise kicked in, the result. Short pass downfield. That ball got taken for a nice journey to turn into a big play.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw is Stafford. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 48. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Final adjustments being made in the locker rooms. We're just about ready for the second half from Minneapolis. And for the call, let's rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. Taken in at the 3. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They start the second half with Michel on the ground. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever is in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. On the handoff, it's Akers. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off of play action. Here's Stafford.
At the 17-yard line.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And this one will be brought back to the 22. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Try to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
Second and 8. Bond's going to keep this himself. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Well, with him trailing here in the 2nd half, maybe his legs can try to give this offense a spark.
And that's the benefit of having a young quarterback, right? Having a rookie, a guy who will say, hold it a second, I have a little bit of fearlessness to my game. It isn't working as well the other way. Let's see what I can do to help my team this way. And boy, he did it there.
They'll look to run with Nwangu. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
3rd and goal for Cousins. And this ball is caught by Irv Smith. Touchdown, Vikings. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Vikings have tied it. They can grab the lead with a PAT. Extra point splits the uprights. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd.
Rams 13.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The return is Brandon Powell. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Their own 26-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose.
And that's caught inside the 35.
It don't matter.
Touchdown, L.A. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump. And he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
It's a run with Akers. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Cousins on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Second down, here's Mond again. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Off the play fake, Mond. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on 4th down. Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. Flush to his right. And he gives himself up, but not before he gets the conversion. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Mond to the air on 1st and 10. And Cook has it, left side. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 16-yard line.
Kill, turn up. Kill, turn up. Kill.
And he's brought down.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
1st down and goal to go.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll come out in the pistol.
Switch, switch, switch. Here we go, 48.
Now an end around as Cousins will just pop this forward. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
One. Got you. I got you, boy. One.
Second down and goal. Cousins. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead.
Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here. And they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
That's caught, and he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage, at least give your team a fighting chance.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now Stafford. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. They'll run on first down. Akers finding some room at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
First down, Rams.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now left side on the swing pass. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
A loss of the yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 49-yard line.
Stafford. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. Stafford.
Quick slant here to Woods. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Stafford now to throw.
He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 25-yard line.
Now it's Stafford.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. There he goes, right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose.
Let's go! Let's go!
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Vikings are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Well, we knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining, but that interception...
NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago. This crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. Lance going to give this to Mostert here on the option. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Lance, a handoff here to Mostert. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And got his man complete. Touchdown, 49ers.
Deebo Samuel, 70 yards.
And the Niners have taken the early lead.
We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. They'll roll him out right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. It's a big play there for Seattle.
Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up even more big plays.
The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Wilson. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Wilson in the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. This complete to Lockett. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
At the 16-yard line.
He's checking.
They hand it off to Mostert. First down and a little extra from Mostert. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. 60 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
All day, baby, all day.
Seahawks nothing.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance taking a shot for Samuel. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I think this is a free play for Wilson, eluding the pressure right. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He lets it fly for Lockett.
Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart.
And the 49ers are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Getting this out to the flat, Mostert.
And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Lance winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Lance. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert.
He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown, 49ers.
Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch the short passes, he can run under a long pass, or he can do what we saw right there, catch one and then make a big gain after the catch.
Gold with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Wilson throwing quickly out to Lockett. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for any
NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago. This crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Green Bay Packers. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Shit.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Check. You know it. Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day, offense. Let's go.
A handoff running left is Mostert. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Lance to throw for it on 4th down. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Throwing to start the drive. Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick six. He gets this to Davante Adams. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. 20, 10, and into the end zone. A pick six for the 49ers D as they score the touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Gold with the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
The score, Niners 14, Packers nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Rodgers on the return. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this run.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. He's picked off at his own 46. And a super return as he gets us all the way down. NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago. This crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott flush to his right. And that's Elliott, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Prescott. Throw left side, complete. That's Schultz. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll throw again. Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw is Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Throwing. Prescott. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back deep, Travis Benjamin. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time on wrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels and picking up some nice yardage.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And Lance again going to keep it. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Shotgun now for Lance. And this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. And they'll go for it. Lance. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. A first down carry by Elliott. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 28. No score after 1 on EA Sports. try and run for it with Elliott. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
And the move from Mike McCarthy is going to be to keep the offense on the field here on 4th down. They're going for it. It's a keeper with Prescott. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They'll give to Elliott. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Prescott to throw this time. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper.
Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Now Elliott. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Prescott now to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
At the 7-yard line.
The Cowboys on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Now Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
And the Niners are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Working from the gun, Lance. That's swung out to Mostert.
And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
And tip your cap to DeMarcus Lawrence. Nice play defensively. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 84 yards. As his guys are on the board first here tonight.
Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Now Pollard. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of it.
And the Niners get there and bring him down.
And Nick Bosa so quick on the outside, he gets in there to bring him down.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Throwing on second and long. Prescott.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking deep for Elliott. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away.
And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. He'll swing this out to Mostert.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Check 55 tonight. Check 55 tonight. I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
On play action, Lance.
Taking a shot for Samuel. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Gold with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with.
In trouble, and he's taken down.
Javon Kinlaw
busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Final play of the half, Prescott. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.